My name is Fatamah. My city is Zanjan. Zanjan is an old city. It's characteristic of the old city. High walls with clay brick. Streets are narrow. Weather is dry. It has its own traditions and manners. When you are walking on the street, you can smell the fresh bread out of stone oven. Love it. When you walk on the street, you can hear the voice of merchants calling on passerbys, trying to entice them to buy their merchandise. Everybody can hear this voice. But there is another voice and another fragrance that only few people can hear it and feel it. It's like a faint buzz. It's like whisper of something in the wind. And only few people can understand it, listen to it, and be in love with it. They are in joy. That voice is about a new faith. It's called Babi faith. Let me explain. It is 1850. It was about 6 years ago, 1844, when the Bab declared his mission that he's the promised one of Al-Quran. As soon as he declared his message, many scholars investigated because they were waiting for the promised one. The scholars, those people who are knowledgeable, had read Al-Quran. According to the prophecies of Al-Quran, the time of promise is now. And they have been waiting for last decades. Many knowledgeable people, scholars, accepted the Bab's message, converted to Babi faith. On the other hand, the governor, the clergy are against this faith. They do all they can to uproot this community and this faith. The governor has recruited thousands of men to take arm against Babis. I feel bad for the Babis. How can they survive against governor's troop? Horses, soldiers. I am worried about them. And above all, one of them is a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Zaynab. Zaynab is an extraordinary woman. In this time and city, women do not have education, does not know reading and writing, but she's exceptional. She has deep understanding of the faith and any other subject. She's brave. I am sure her braveness is coming from her faith. And I am sure her extraordinary attitude, behavior, actions will be remembered in the future generations. One day, I asked her to come to my home. I can protect you. I can hide you at my home. This way, you will be saved. She looked at me. Her eyes sparkled as if she said goodbye to me and walked away like this. My name is Zaynab. I live in Zanjan, and I am one of the Babis. The Babi community has shaken this country. The new teachings of the Bab, the messenger of the Bab, has changed whole country. And the governor is afraid, is against this movement. Some cities are worse than the other. And the city where I live, Zanjan, is one of the worst. Do you know why? Because when one of the most knowledgeable, famous, respected clergy and leader converted to the Babi faith. Since then, many people have been investigating about the Babi faith. The number of Babis has grown very fast in this city. And the governor is doing all he can to uproot this community. When Hojjat heard about the Bab's message, he dispatched a mass messenger to the Bab. The messenger returned with a letter directed to Hojjat. When Hojjat read it, he cried and cried. He was astonished by the message. He was in joy. He took off his turban, which was sign of clergy, and put a common hat. But the life for the Babis in this city is not easy. We are about 3,000 people. All the Babis have been staying in a fort, in an old fort, to take refuge. I am there. I am pleased to help the wounded women and children. But deep in my heart, I know I can do more. I want to be wherever is needed the most. I know the battle needs the most. We don't have enough men. And I can do that. I know. One day, I took a bold action. I took off my scarf and poked the headdress of man. I put on the tunic. And took my sword. I looked in the mirror. Oh, nobody could know my secret. I disguised myself as a man, and nobody could suspect. I was happy. I can be in the battle. But I was worried. What about my leader, Hojjat? Doesn't accept it. I decided to reveal my secret to him. I met with him. To my surprise, he accepted. When I told him, he was quiet, just listening to me. He nodded and he called me Rostam Ali. Rustam is a famous hero in Persian poetry. He called me Rustam as a sign of courage. I was proud of it. Days passed by, and I was helping here and there. But one day, when I saw my companion surrounded by enemy troops, I couldn't stand. I went to Hujjat and I begged him to pray for me. I didn't know if I would survive, but I wanted to do my best and most. I asked him for prayer and I left the room.
It was in that battle, after overcoming several opponents, Zaynab dies beneath the hail of bullets.